As good fortune would have it, we find ourselves in Vietnam this week. Ho Chi Minh City in South Vietnam is playing host to our travels. Formerly known as Saigon, the capital and largest city in Vietnam, Susie and I took the opportunity to make the 3-hour drive southwest of Ho Chi Minh City to see the Mekong Delta, this being at the center of this country's rice production. Minimal Western influences have found their way into the Mekong Delta, and we're anxious to see what it was like. So join us as we spend a day in the Mekong Delta. Population of 86 million. Millions of bicycles have now been replaced by millions of motorcycles and scooters. Although still expensive for many, this is the most affordable transportation. We knew we were going to need something a little bigger to get ourselves down to the Mekong Delta. But in this country, if you can hang on to it, you can move it on a scooter or motorcycle. Before we knew it, the 3 hours had passed, and we found ourselves arriving down at the Mekong. If you don't have a boat, you're not going anywhere down here. Our first stop, the floating market, a thriving area where pretty much most business is done here in the Mekong. Most of these boats serve as people's houses, and they live on them year-round. As one may imagine, simple here. You're either growing rice or you're fishing. There's not much else to do down here. In a place where few have running water, and that water would basically result in a cistern on your roof. River water is filtered through charcoal and used for washing clothes and washing dishes. Much of the work that goes on in the Mekong is the simple act of preparing or creating food, a never-ending chore. And nothing is wasted here. Rice is at the center of all they do down here. There are more varieties of rice than I could have ever imagined. Here the rice is fried in a very large wok. It's being heated by the husk coming off the rice. And black sand or sand is put in the wok. This is so heat is evenly distributed to all of the kernels or grains of rice, so everything pops. At which time, and it does pop, they simply go ahead, sift out the sand, take the remaining rice, and that will get dumped into another sifter where the husk will come out and they'll be used to create fuel. Nothing is wasted. Even things as candy, as simple as that, all stems from rice and rice production. It's no secret, Susie and I love our wine. And as you can imagine, that's made from rice too. So we were going to have to go try some.
When people having a party, they love to drink together, and they count most high bar. It means 1, 2, 3. Okay. And everybody says, yo. Then they do the bottoms up. Okay. Now we can do that.
Okay.
Most high bar. Yo. Then go.
Nice in a smooth kind of way.
All right.
That didn't slow us down though.
High bar. Yo.
But where there's wine, there's always new friends to be made. Soon we were on our way again, and I was struck by how friendly all the people we came across were. Just universally friendly. And I was amazed by that, considering what they might think of Americans. The last time we were here, it was not a very good deal. But lunch was here before we knew it. We were starved for some great local cuisine.
And this is the rice paper. She will show you how to eat the fish.
Okay.
Sprinkle. But this rice paper, they
Yes.
use to make the sprinkle different from the rice paper you've seen.
Yes.
Because this rice paper looks like the net. There's many holes.
Presentation were amazing, and more so because we were not at a restaurant. We were simply welcomed by a local family on the Delta for lunch. Next up, a sampan ride. I mean, when in Rome, right? Next stop, a brick manufacturing plant. Initially, I didn't really have that much interest in stopping here, but frankly, I was amazed. They were making bricks the way they've been making them for probably 1,000 years. These huge kilns would take 7 days to fill by hand with these fresh clay bricks, and then 5 days to cure in the heat provided by the husk from the rice. Most of the workforce were made up of women. These 90-pound women would hump these bricks all day long. You can't imagine how strong they were. And because there's no daycare, often families were right here. Before we knew it, our day was over. With a 3-hour ride back to Ho Chi Minh City, we were on our way back to shore to make our way northeast again. What a remarkable trip it's been down here to see the Mekong Delta, an area truly, in some respects, unspoiled might be one word, but where the culture, the life, and the values have remained the same for 1,000 years. Hopefully we'll find our way back to Vietnam to see these wonderful people again. And until then, we'll have this memory to keep. Hong Kong and Cambodia is next. Stay with us, and thanks for joining us in the Mekong Delta.